Hi, students. Welcome to this uh, online human anatomy and physiology class. Uh, I'm your instructor, George Pinchuk. In a moment, you will receive a syllabus. I'm still working on it, and you will see all my coordinates there. There's my email, my phone number. I prefer that we communicate by email uh, through my regular university account or uh, my Google My Apps account, or simply by Canvas. There is this um, announcement uh, link, and you can go there and send me and there's an email link where you can send messages to me. I will read them and I will definitely respond to you. Uh, you probably noticed that I have a foreign accent. Yes, I'm from Ukraine originally, so it's an Eastern European accent. Uh, Funny thing, I've been here in the United States for about 28 years, and I still have my accent. I never really worked on it to make it uh, make it disappear. Anyway, I hope that you will understand me. I will attach my voice to your uh, lectures that I will send you via Canvas. And if you don't like it, just turn the sound off and look at pictures. I don't mind, whatever works for you. Now, about the subject, Human Anatomy and Physiology 1. It's a very introductory class. It's not really in depth, but still, anatomy, physiology, it's science, and it demands a lot of attention to detail. So I urge you to read, study as much as you possibly can, and always contact me if you have any questions, if something seems um, difficult. I want to tell you, I have a pretty extensive background in not as much anatomy, but in physiology, definitely. I have worked in the Institute of Physiology of the Academy of Sciences of Ukraine a while ago, and I have a special uh, attachment to certain topics in physiology. And as much as anatomy goes, yeah, it sometimes people think it's so boring. There's so much description and detail. It's not that boring. If you apply to yourself to it, you'll see that it's actually exciting. To know all your body parts, to know all their connections, to be able to see in your mind how blood flows from the heart via arteries and then capillaries and then veins back to the heart. When you know it, first of all, it's really interesting, and then you will be able to stop a bleeding in the case of emergency if you know the pulmonary and the systemic circuit of blood flow. You will be able to do that. So you might save life by knowing anatomy. Uh, and I can tell you, I was once pretty much amazed when my doctor, general practitioner at Laird Clinic in Starkville, Dr. Everett McKibben, we were talking about me having some back pain, age, father time. And suddenly he told me to go to make an x-ray of my lower back and leg because I had some pain in the leg. And once he had an x-ray picture, he looked at it, me sitting next to him, and I was amazed. He knew all the details of bones in the lower neck region and in the pelvic area and in the leg, including the thigh, the bones of the calf, and pretty much everything, and even those little bones in the heel and in the toes. And I really think that's a doctor who, well, people sometimes say, little general practitioners, they just talk a little bit with you and then they refer you to a specialist. That's not really true. There still are some good doctors who will examine you, and you will see that they really know you. They know your body, they know your anatomy, and then they know how things work in the human body. So I will be very pleased if you learn something from this course and be able to explain things to people as far as physiological processes go in the body, and know things for for yourself. So I'm not giving you any particular assignments right now. Again, when you have your syllabus, you should read it really carefully, and you will see that there are some assignments I give my online students, take home open book quizzes, so that should not be really very difficult to you, and it will be like an extra learning experience. And then closer to the middle of the semester, you will have semester exams, and then you will have your final exam. Again, please begin working on this course now. Don't postpone it. Don't cram for the exam the last night. And that's about it. And just a little bit about myself. I'm a professor with the Department of Sciences and Mathematics here at MUW. I live in Starkville. My wife is actually my former classmate at graduate program in Moscow, former USSR, in the 1980s, and she's now my wife of 30 plus years. We have a grown daughter. She's not a scientist, decided not to go by the path of her parents. She's actually working in a private company that it's called GiveWell. It searches for people who are worthy of giving, of donations, supporting their activities, and she's very excited about her work. We unfortunately we are empty nesters. She lives in Berkeley, California, pretty far from us. But so when we don't know, she's married for almost 10 years, and we're still waiting for grandchildren. And so far as we are empty nesters, we have 2 dogs and 2 cats. And if sometimes during my lecture you hear a dog barking, then please ignore it. It's our guardian dog. He is half beagles, half something, and his beagle half is really loud. But when I tell him shut up, he actually shuts up. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed my accent. It's kind of halfway between Borat and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you for taking this course. I'm really pleased to have you, and I hope we will learn a lot from each other.